So one of the things which goes is security and the usability are kind of not equal, right? So you increase the security, the usability goes down, right? So you have that balance where if you put so much restrictions to the user and user says, okay, I can't even use this particular application. So you need to have a right balance. That's why a number of these providers give you options. They will have all the different options where they may not enforce that options for you and let the tenants or the company who is setting up a application or environment choose what they need to do based on their business or risk. So things like encryption, they may have encryption available. Like for example, AWS has encryption at rest available, right? But you need to check box for that, right? So you need to make it available. So some of the recommendations is, okay, always if you're dealing with any sensitive data, you should ensure you are enabling encryption both at transport and rest. Choice of regions and data centers. Generally, when these services are running in the cloud, they could be running in different data centers, and some data centers may be in different geographies. So if you have any needs, for example, GDPR has some needs on geographical affinity of the personal data. Those things should be configured correctly in your setup. Data retention, right? So that's another one which becomes important. How long you want to retain the data? There may be settings in your SaaS applications. You want to automatically remove the data after 2 years, 3 years, based on your needs, or forever you can keep it, right? So you should pay attention to those kind of settings because that's your responsibility to configure it, right? So provider is not going to be responsible for that. What kind of backups you are taking, right? And based on the sensitivity, based on the business criticality, right? How you are backing it up, right? And if you've heard of one of the issue which is with the ransomware, right? You're seeing that a lot of the ransomware could be avoided if the backups are done properly. A lot of the companies which get hit, right, don't do a proper backups of their things or have the backups in the same place, right, as where they have the production thing. So the bad guys are not only encrypting their actual database, but also able to encrypt all the backup database so that they can't be restored. So planning and leveraging those things are important. The last point here, right, and that's where I spend a lot of time, is monitoring and incidence response, right? So enabling monitoring, audit trail logs, they may not get enabled automatically, right? So you must see, okay, are you enabling proper audit, proper monitoring, and why they're helpful? If something goes wrong, you can always go back and see what happened, right? Versus if you don't have any audit trails, you'll be kind of, okay, something happened, but I don't have any way to look at who took the data or who accessed that file and other things, right? So those are some examples of the secure configuration. Again, I want to highlight that becomes part of your responsibility to enable it. The next one in this category for cloud applications are ongoing security operations. Like I said, right, security is not just one-time deal, right? You have to be ongoing on that.
For more information, click on the link below or visit databrackets.com.